Big one today. Yes, everyone. Karlan's loading.
What's going on?
What are you telling me, brother? You are a hard man to get hold of.
Bro, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. Wait, one second.
Nah, it's all
Sorry.
good, man. It's all good. We'll give it a couple of seconds anyway. Let people load in.
How are you, man? You good?
Yeah, man. I'm blessed. How are you?
Yeah, man. I'm good, man. I'm good. Sorry about that. I know you've been waiting on me.
Nah, bro. It's calm. It's easy, man. But yeah, cool. All right. We'll get started. Like I say, people will join throughout, so they'll just pick bits up and have to catch up later. But yeah, bro. What I'd say, just give a brief introduction, name, who you play for, and we'll talk about where you come from, like originally.
Yeah, so obviously, name Karlan Grant. Play for Huddersfield Town. Grew up in southeast London, Greenwich. And yeah, man. And then since there, it's been a journey and a half.
Yeah, no, definitely, bro. So cool. Let's get this started. Take me back to your first kind of memories of football and kind of where it all started for you.
Started when I used to go to like summer schools in Thamesmead, like Charlton community.
Okay.
And I used to go and watch my brother play there because obviously I was a bit too young. I wasn't old enough to join in the summer schools. And then like one year, I remember I think I was playing in like next to it, and then like the people there was like, "Oh, do you want to play?" And then my mum was like, "Oh, he's too young." Then he was like, "Oh, you can play up. It's alright. It's fine." I remember playing like with the big boys, like people like my brother's age and that, like it's like they're rough
Yeah, yeah,
players and that. So that helped me. And then like after that, like I kind of started getting a bit of love for the game. I only used to go to watch my brother play really, and it got to the point
yeah.
I was like, you know what, like kind of like this is kind of fun. So I just went from there really.
Yeah, no, cool, definitely. So in terms of playing, maybe talk about what grassroots clubs and setups you were in before you eventually went in at your first pro club.
Yeah, so obviously I started off at Thamesmead Town Juniors. Started off there. Um, it's funny enough, it was weird because I was meant to. There was a chance I think I was gonna go Colvey Rangers. That was
Okay.
all the way in Catford ways,
Yeah, yeah.
but that was too far, man. I wasn't even on it. Like, I was like, nah, that's too far. And then yeah, I started at Thamesmead Town. Then I went to St More Juniors. Like it changed. And then at 12, no, at 11, I got scouted by Charlton. I didn't even get scouted. Tell a lie. My manager had a link with the community trust,
Okay.
and then I was like going with I was going to like the community trust on Fridays at Sparrows Lane, and like, it was like 100 kids training whatever. And I remember like I went there and just like I done well, to be fair, like done really well. And then they pulled me and said, "Listen, I'm gonna give you a 6 week trial with the academy." Ended up
Okay.
going on the academy and signing for Charlton at 12.
Okay. So yeah. So maybe talk us through that experience of stepping up from grassroots football to academy football, and eventually when you got signed, how you felt about that.
Yeah, no, obviously grassroots football is it's different, isn't it? Like you go to ball, you run around the pitch one lap, and then you play games as your training session, like maybe once or twice a week, and then like that's it.
Yeah.
Obviously, and you're playing with your mates, and you're playing with like your boys and whatever, like, and it's almost easy. Like you're not playing on nice pitches, playing against other talented players at Sunday League, and then you go to like an academy, like I did at the time, and you got physios, and then you got like hundreds of staff.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Like
different.
you see in minibuses, like you're not paying for subs normal. Like you know what I mean? Like grassroots paying for subs. So I got my mum paying for subs every week, wherever it was. Everything just changes. You get kit washed for you. Like as you know, to be fair, I won't get kit washed then, but like you get kit, plenty of kit.
Yeah, yeah,
And when you're traveling, you're playing against like Chelsea youth, Arsenal youth, all these amazing
yeah.
teams. So
But
it's a
yeah,
big,
so
it's a big change.
in terms of when you got signed eventually, how did you feel?
It took a while. I think they said I was a bit raw. Obviously, I got away because I was quick in it. Nah, do you know what it was like? I'll be honest. I remember my dad was taking me and my mum at the time, and my dad was like, "Oh, like they're taking too long to sign you," sort of thing. And I was always just like, "Oh, like it's fine, innit? Like it is what it is. Like just leave it, innit?"
Yeah.
And I think it was literally on the 6th week, and like my dad wanted to pull me out and say, "Listen, like it's just like go back to football so you can focus on it because you're not playing games, innit? You're on trial. You're not playing for the current team at the moment. And then literally we was gonna pull out, and then like Charlton like called me up and said, listen, like we want to give you a contract, innit? A year contract at the time.
Yeah.
And then that was amazing, innit? Because I never thought I'd ever play for an academy. Like I always thought people that play for academy at this different level, you know what I mean? But no, it was a
For
blessing.
sure. So yeah, bro. So you signed at Charlton at 12. So you're kind of quite late in terms of, obviously a lot of people that I spoke to have got signed from like 8, 9. So yeah, you're at Charlton, and how was the next couple of years for you in terms of up until 16s? How was that period?
It was amazing, man. The journey was amazing. Like I got to play with players that are playing at high level. You get me? So for me, it was amazing, man. Like I said, playing for an academy, I had to. People forget about the sacrifice you have to make so young as well. Like you said, 12 might have been a bit later, but when I look at it now, it's actually quite early. Like some players are getting at 17 and that, and then going from there. So for me, it was like playing for Charlton at the time was just amazing. Because it's like, right, I'm playing for academy. I had to leave my friends, like make new friends, and like the journey was good, man. Like the whole academy years, I got to learn a lot.
No, definitely.
I ended up playing up at like 13 for the 14s, and then from then I was always playing up. So I got to play with like I said, likes of Joe Gomez, Ezri Konsa, Ademola Lookman, Casey Palmer. Like the list goes on. You know what I mean? Like good players.
That team was crazy. Still, I remember it very well.
So,
but yeah, all right, cool. So we get to a 16, and obviously scholarships are being given out. How was that process for you, and obviously that feeling when you knew you got your scholarship?
Yeah, so obviously I was lucky because I remember, like I said, we played. I think I must have been 14 or 15, and we played Tottenham at the Valley, and I think we won like 6-1 or something like that. And I ended up scoring 4 goals, and after that, like they were like, "Listen, like we want to give you a scholar early." Like, so I was lucky because I got offered my scholar early. Like, so I always knew that my scholar's there, sort of thing. So, and I know it's tough because a lot of other players have to wait on the final day to find out whether they're going to get a scholar or not. So in that sense, I was lucky, man. Like I said, like my journey throughout the academy was a good journey, like personally.
Yeah, no, definitely. So yeah, get your scholar, obviously entering that age group of under 16 to 18s. And at this time, obviously, under 16s, I know you got England call up. So how was that experience and that feeling?
Yeah, no, everything, like I said, everything was just going so well. Like everything was just amazing. I remember getting my first call up, and that was like, right, like this is crazy. Like this is crazy. Like you're getting picked as one of the best players in your age group to go away in England. So that feeling was unbelievable. And like you said, like going into my scholarship, knowing that I'm going from a boy to a man almost, because you're going in every day, training every day. So no, like them experiences, like you can't even describe them, man.
Yeah, no, for sure. And yeah, so 16 to 18, you're obviously playing in the 18s and maybe the 23s at times. But how was that experience when you got called up to the first team and got asked to train for the first time?
Yeah, that whole like experience is just crazy, man. 'Cause I always talk about it with my boys. I just remember, I think I was 16 at the time when I first trained with them, and I think I was just turning a pro. So the manager at the time wanted to obviously congratulate me for turning a pro, but let me train with the first team. So I think it was like a couple of weeks before I was turning pro.
Yeah.
And then I remember I trained with them. He called me up in the office and said, "Oh, you're gonna train with us today?" And I was just like, "No way! Like this is hard. Like, I'm gonna train with the first team. Get me? Like, that's a big thing. You know what I mean?" And then yeah, like I remember like going out to train, whatever, and just having fun. I think I ended up scoring like 4 goals in training, like something stupid, like you know what I mean. Like someone told you score 4 goals in training, like, oh, I was training, whatever. You get me? But for me, I walked away like, oh yeah, like, I scored 4 goals against like the first team in training. Like, come on. And then I remember he called him up the next day. It was Bob Peters at the time, the manager, and he was just like, yeah, like you're gonna be with us from now on. I was just like, wait, this must be a fantasy.
Yeah.
You come to me this morning saying that you want me to train because like it's a reward for me signing my pro, and now you're telling me you want me to be training with the first team on a regular basis. So I just took it like, yeah, all right, cool.
Yeah, no,
And
that.
then
Go on.
No, and then yeah, and then I remember like I carried on training. I think it was like 2 days later after the training, he was like, "Oh, like we want to give you a new deal." And I was just like, "Wait, this doesn't even make sense." No, genuinely, I was like, "This doesn't even make sense. I'm turning pro in a couple of days' time, and now you want to give me a new contract before I've even signed that contract, sort of thing."
Yeah.
So for me, it was like that. That the beginning of my journey was like amazing. Like it was the best feeling. I thought like everything was like this, just going up and up. And then yeah, man.
Yeah, no, that's sick, man. So in terms of that now, obviously being offered a new deal, like you said before the first deal even really starts. How was that feeling when you travelled with the squad for the first time and you got your debut eventually?
Yeah, no, it was amazing. Like I said, that I was traveling for the first couple of weeks at 16. Sometimes not making the bench, sometimes making the bench. And then I remember it was Norwich away, and yeah, I was coming on, and then we just scored. Johnny Jackson just scored, and I think we won that game 1-0. And like I remember just standing there, like he was like, "Oh, you're still coming on?" Because I thought he was gonna change it. I was thinking he don't want to bring a striker now, like we're winning 1-0 sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I remember just standing there, my legs were just shaking. And I was just like, "Why am I shaking for? Like, this doesn't even make sense. Why am I shaking?" And then because obviously I was 17, literally the week before I just turned 17, and I was just like, "No, like this is crazy. I'm making my debut so young,
Yeah.
like in the championship, like at Carrow Road away, like this is mad." And then yeah, like it was that's probably like one of the highlights of my career so far.
No, that's big, bro. And in terms of Charlton, obviously you made quite a lot of appearances for them. What would you say was one of the highlights? Obviously your debut, but was there any other highlights throughout your time there?
Yeah, it's obvious, and I think it was last season before I moved to Huddersfield. You know, that was like proper breakthrough for me. Like I went through a crazy journey there. You know, like when you're a young player and you come through, and the expectations are high, and you play to win games and whatever, and it don't work out, and then you kind of get shifted. But no, last year was definitely the highlight of my Charlton career. You know, I mean, that 6 months that I played there consistently. You know, that's the first time I played consistently for Charlton. That was that first 6 months. Like,
Yeah.
I had fun, man. Like, you know what I mean? I had fun. Like, I think I ended up getting like 14 goals in 28 games or something like that. You know, I was having fun.
Yeah,
I
no,
enjoyed it.
definitely. And maybe let's backpedal a little bit because obviously during that time at Charlton you went out on loan. So again, how was those experiences for you and moving away from home and stuff like that? How did you find that?
At first it was like my first loan was Cambridge. Yeah, with
United.
Cambridge. I was 18. 18. And even then, like Charlton didn't really want to let me go on loan because I was young.
Yeah.
But like I said, I was with the first team from 17 in it, and I just wanted to play games. And all I've ever known is playing games, whether it's for the academy or whatever. And I remember saying like I want to go on loan to Cambridge, and yeah, it was a disaster basically. Like I went there like obviously coming from Championship with an ego, like I'm gonna go there and play sort of thing. Like it's League Two, like it's dead. I'm gonna go and play. And obviously like I did well in training and stuff, but like it's different when your mindset is different when you're younger. You wanna have fun. Like you don't think about, you know, winning games or scoring goals or assisting. Like you just think about, oh yeah, I wanna duppy my man, I wanna get me
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I wanna run past my man and take the mick out of him sort of thing, you know what I mean? And that was the thing, that's the mindset I went there with, and the manager was like, listen, like you're a good player, but at the end of the day I'm fighting for results. And only till like maybe the last year or so I realised what that actually meant. Like it's people's jobs on the line, do you know what I mean? So that was definitely a life lesson going Cambridge, you know. And I said after that I would never make the same mistake.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Lucky enough for me at the time, there was month loans, so I got to go back to Charlton after a month. Like I didn't stay there for 6 months, you know. So I was lucky. And then my second loan was obviously Crawley. That's what kickstarted everything for me personally.
Yeah.
You know, thanks to obviously my old Charlton manager Lee Bowyer at the time. He obviously recommended me to Harry Kuehl. And yeah, man, I went there and I feel like that's literally just been the highlight of where I am to now. Like going from there and then going back to Charlton and then going to Huddersfield and being
Yeah.
at Huddersfield now. Yeah.
So yeah, bro. So in terms of all of that now, being at that stage where you know that maybe you're looking to move on from Charlton, maybe why Huddersfield? Why did you feel like that was the right club for you?
I had like a few options to be fair, but like me, I wanted to go where I want to be most, you know.
Yeah.
The thing with the Crawley situation, I had a few loan options at that time, and I felt like they wanted me the most. And you know, Huddersfield made it clear that they wanted me at the time. I knew it would be a massive step up. I knew it would be a massive challenge, you know, because obviously where they were in the league and but what division they were in as well. So I knew it would be a lot of challenges. I knew how the Charlton fans would react about it as well, you know. But everything's part and parcel about football. You know, you got to make decisions in life that are for you, no one else. And that's what I did. For me, it was a decision. It was a decision for me, you know. And now I've enjoyed it ever since. Like no regrets.
Yeah, no. So, in terms of Huddersfield, now when you get there, was there anyone that kind of put their arm around you and looked after you?
Yeah, man.
Really?
Like the boys were actually a good bunch. Like I was almost surprised. I was thinking I was gonna walk into a change room where it's like, oh, who's this guy, sort of thing. Like coming from League One, like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But nah, man, they were welcoming, man. They were warming. I swear. Like honestly, the first day I got there, straight away, like, oh, your new signing. Whatever, chatting to me. Obviously, you know what it is. It's daunting. Like you're going into a new changing room. You don't know anyone. You're just like a bit more quiet. You know what I mean? You look around like, you know what I mean? Like, but nah, man, they were cool, man. Manager obviously at the time made it easier for me. So like, well, this is a new signing. Like, it's part of the team. And yeah, man. Since then, like, the bunch of boys there, they're good, man.
No, that's sick, bro. In terms of obviously when you went to Huddersfield, they were in the Premier League. So how was that feeling of playing Premier League football? Yeah, for the first time.
Yeah, man. Like that's like for me, that's every kid's dream. You know what I mean? Playing in the Premier League. Like you know what it's like coming from the ends, man. Like you look at players playing in the Premier League, like oh, imagine playing in the Premier League. So for me to actually do that, like obviously my main aim is to get back there, but for me to do that and say that I can say that I've done it, you know what I mean? Like, and it's amazing, man.
You
like,
scored that I ain't gonna lie. One of the highlights that it always sticks with me is that goal against West Ham. Like always pops up from whenever I think.
Everyone, I think. Yeah, nah, man. Like honestly, like you don't even like even now. Like obviously, I feel like it's gone so quick. At the time, I was just having fun, but now it's just gone so quick. Like, but now you're going to Anfield away. You know, like you're playing Chelsea away, Tottenham away, like Arsenal. All these big teams you're playing. Like every game's a big game. Like no matter what league you're, every game's a big game. But like that's a big game, man. Like these games are different.
And how did it feel like playing in front of 60,000 people? And do you know what I mean? Those really big stadiums that you know, Anfield, Emirates, that hold the atmosphere.
Yeah, no, it's crazy, man. Like, because you know you're on the big stage. Like, you're literally playing in front of, like you said, thousands of people, like roaring. Like you can't even hear your teammate on the pitch. Like, you know what I mean? Like you can just hear like the chances going crazy, and also you're seeing 80 to 100 million rated players on the pitch with you. Do you know what I mean? Like it's different, man. Like the athletes in that division are just it's different. It's different.
No, for sure, bro. And yeah, in terms of this season, obviously, I kind of look out for all of my friends when I look at results, when I look at who scored and stuff like that. And your name's been popping up a lot this year. So obviously, how's that feeling of playing in the champs this year, but getting a good run in the team and getting yourself on the score sheet quite a lot?
Yeah, no, man. Like I said, I've enjoyed it. Like this season especially has probably been my favourite season out of all of them. You know, because obviously the championship it's not easy. It's not easy division, and it's my full. Well, it was until obviously the COVID-19 came involved, but it would have been my full season. Like you know, in the division and doing well. And now I'm enjoying it, man. Like honestly, like I feel like the fans have welcomed me like crazy. You know, I mean. I like living in, obviously I live in Leeds up there. It's not far from Huddersfield, you know, I like living up there. I get to focus, you know what I mean? Like I've really taken my game to a new level, you know, because I'm more mature, you know, living by yourself changes you a lot, man. Honestly, changes everything. Changes you as a player, changes you as a person. So nah, man, I'm grateful.
No, respect, bro, and love. In terms of this now, so for any young kids that are watching, that are listening, what advice would you give them in terms of their football and maybe they're in a good position, maybe they're in a bad position. But yeah, just some words of advice for the younger generation.
Yeah, no, man, just work hard, like always work hard. Focus like on your dreams. Like if this is what you wanna do, then do it, man. Like don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Because the amount of times people told me that I couldn't do certain things, but you just got to prove them wrong. You know, you always got to prove them wrong. And yeah, man, like have good people around you. That's the main thing as well, man. That's what I realized. Have
Yeah,
good people around you. Never have anyone that's gonna bring you down with them. Like have people that want to motivate you. You know what I mean? Like if you're maybe not going on the right path, let them be the ones to tell you like, yo, like pattern up sort of thing. Like you need people like that in your life, man. It's big.
yeah, no, it's you know, I always say it's good to have people around you that don't always back you in terms of everything you do. They don't always just say, yeah, nah, do it. Yeah, just do
You
it.
don't need yes men. You don't need yes men.
You need people to actually just question, like critical think everything you do, really. Do you know what I mean? And why you're doing that. And I think it's very important to have good people around you, man, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, as well. So in terms of idols growing up on the pitch and maybe off the pitch, who were the people you kind of looked up to?
On the pitch, like playing with, or
You could be playing with, or it could be like role models when you was younger, who you kind of watched it.
my guy is obviously Thierry Henry, man. Like obviously growing up as an Arsenal fan, I base your game around someone like him. It's not easy, man. It's not easy. But he's my idol, man. My hero when I was a kid. Yeah, man, my hero.
No, for sure. And in terms of off the pitch,
My mum, man. It's my mum for sure, man. She done everything for me. People don't realize like what parents have to go through when we're young. Like I'm jumping on every bus to get to football, you know, like hour-and-a-half journeys, and my mum's by my side the whole way, you know, and then she has to sit in the cold and wait for me to finish training, you know, like, but all
yeah,
to get to where I am now and hopefully to even progress even further. But at that time, that's not guaranteed, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't know I'd be sitting here in a luxury position like that I am in. But she rid the ride with me, you know what I mean? Like, she rode with me, and like everything I do for her now.
no, that's big, bro, 100%. And yeah, man. So in terms of when football's all said and done for you, what do you want to have achieved in the game?
Just to play at the highest level that I can possibly play at, you know, like I'm just trying to enjoy it, like especially now. Obviously, this COVID-19's been here. Like, it makes you realize how much you actually miss the game. You know what I mean? And I'm missing it like crazy. So now, man, just to enjoy it, man. When I go back, enjoy it, have fun, man, and you know, hopefully, like I said, get back to the Premier League one day. You know, play there for as many years as I can.
Yeah, no, that's very big, bro. And yeah, speaking of COVID, in terms of during this lockdown and being at home, what kind of things have you done to kind of stay fit and stay active, or have like Huddersfield given you a routine or a schedule?
Yeah, so like we got our heartbeat, our heart rate monos and whatever, and we have like a polar app thing. So we just link it to that, and then obviously they give us what they want us to do throughout the week, and we go and obviously go and do it. So it ain't been easy. Trust me, it ain't been easy. But you know, it's good, man, because like doing workout in the mornings, like it's like not like training, but it's almost, you know, same routine. And then obviously coming home, I'm just playing Call of Duty.
Alright, I got another question for you as well, to be fair, because obviously we play Fortnite together sometimes, and I want you to tell everyone who really runs the game.
You want me to say you on Fortnite, yeah?
Bro, when we used to play regular,
No, I give it to you. You and Mask were good, like, but you was part-time, man. You'd come and play like once every 5 weeks, like.
you lot were big time, fam. You lot had all Esri, Mask, Case, every other man but me. Do you know what I mean? So I had to wait my turn.
You was just trying to get the best squad. We was just trying to get the best squad. If certain man had to get the cut, they had to get the cut. No, you was good, to be fair, but I'm done with Fortnite now, man. I'm a Warzone, man.
Yeah, no, that game is finished now, bro, literally. But yeah, Karlan, bro, thank you, man, for jumping on and obviously giving a little bit of an insight to your story, because, like I said, there's a young boy out there that's listening that might get some inspiration, some motivation from it. So it's big to do these things. But yeah, love for that, bro.
No, I appreciate it, man.
in terms of later on, guys, thank you viewers obviously for jumping on. Later on, we got Tristan Abraham coming from Newport County at 6 o'clock. So obviously stay tuned for that one. That should be a good one as well. But yeah, man, Karlan, one last time, thank you, brother, and I look forward to seeing you very soon.
Appreciate it, bro. Love, man.
Love.